What it do, what it do, what it do? It's your boy, Silly Cell, and we back in here with another episode of Juice City Legends. If you have not, please hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel. All right, gang, let me give a shout out to all my supporters, all my subscribers, man. Y'all make sure y'all keep on hitting the like button, keep on sharing the video. Let me give a shout out to my player partner, man, So Crazy TV, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in with my guy, man. Also, for anybody out there that has any kind of product, any kind of merchandise, you need promoted, you want to do interviews for your music, hit the email. It's in the link down below. With that being said, let's get it. All right, gang. We're going to take it to the south with this one, man. So the other day I was watching YouTube and I was watching B-High from ATL, the DJ. Him, Young Dro, and Wicked of Gangsta Mafia was having a debate about which album was the hardest. UGK's Riding Dirty versus 8 Ball and MJG's Coming Out Hard. Now, if you're from the South, y'all know what these two albums mean to the South, man. Two of the most influential records to come out of the Southern region by two of the most influential groups to come out of the South. These groups put the South on the map, and these albums are time capsules of those times and just some of the best music you can listen to. Now, these albums are dear to my heart. I can personally say myself, I have jammed both of these albums to the tape pop. So we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna break them down, man. And in the end of the video, man, I want y'all to let me know, man, which album do you think is the hardest, man? UGK, Riding Riding Dirty, or 8 Ball and MJG, Coming Out Hard. So let's get to it. So we're gonna start off first with UGK, man. Riding Dirty, man. One of the best albums ever. Riding Dirty came out in 1996. This is considered one of the best years in hip hop. Also, that year, Tupac had dropped All Eyes on Me and Me Against the World that year. Outkast dropped Aquemini, one of their classic albums. Jay-Z also dropped Reasonable Doubt that year. That's just a little reminder of how dope 1996 was, the year that Riding Dirty came out. But the thing that is so good about Riding Dirty, like I said earlier in the video, it takes you right back to that time of 1996, and it puts give you the perspective of a down south cat from Texas. Their culture, the way they speak, their lingo, some of the things that was going through. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to the album, they talking about police brutality in the album. They talking about the D game or whatever. Talking about the good and bad side of the D game. UGK, they was talking a lot of pimping in there. They was talking about the struggle. You know what I'm saying? It was a very good album. They had something in there for the females, records. Uh, you know what I'm saying? It was just a great album. And for the songs that was on that album, it was I'm gonna say almost like 10 songs on the album. And every song on there was jamming from back to front to back, starting from the title cut. The first track, Touched. That's the song where Jay-Z actually bit that verse from Bun B when he said, "Once upon a time, not too long ago, a player like myself had a strong arm of woe." Now this is not in the sense of having a, a lot of people feel like Jay-Z made that up, but actually Bun B made that line up. You got the next cut. That's why I carry mine every day. You know what I'm saying? They dropping game. You know what I'm saying? Explain why. That's why I carry mine every day, because of these boys out here hating and dropping salt, because I'm riding good on my slab. I'm selling big cheese in the city. And that's just how they were coming with it. And then you had another song where they show their range and their emotions on this album with One Day. Now, everybody know One Day You Here, the Next Day You Gone is one of the most classic, iconic songs of all time, especially when you losing someone. Um, this song right here automatically comes to mind with me. Then you had the next track, High Life. You know what I'm saying? We're looking for that high life, explaining the struggles of being in the game and trying to, just want better out of life or whatever. When Pimp C said I got $50,000 trying to turn it to 100, ain't nobody got no dope. You know what I'm saying? I felt that. You got the next track, Diamonds and Wood, one of the coldest tracks ever, man. Where they got the sample in there on Bank and Screw Diamonds up against that wood. That's one of the hardest tracks ever. Anybody that had a system, any kind of old school back in the day, they played Diamonds and Wood, man. You know what I'm saying? It was just a classic banger. And of course, you got the next song, Good Stuff, which is a sample of the Lakeside classic. Uh, man, that's one of my cuts right there, man. You know, a lot of people talk about Bun B's verse on Murder, but he actually smashed the verse on Good Stuff, if you, in my opinion. That make a man make a want to pop the trunk, eat pasta, steak and lobster like a monster. Y'all know how Bun go in on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I always like that video, that verse right there as well. And then of course the next one you got the classic Murder. You know what I'm saying? Pimp C killed it on the production on this beat. Killed them. I know Pimp come in. I'm still Pimp C Trick. So tell him what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? And then Bond spit that classic verse, man, where Bond just blanked out on there and just went ham and cheese and really certified him as a legend and made them respect the South, man. That verse right there probably gonna be talked about in some college courses, man, at some point, man. Bond went that hard on that, man. Then of course, you got the next song, F My Car, man. You know what I'm saying? Real song, man. You know what I'm saying? She ain't really tripping on me. She just want my car, man. You know what I'm saying? They talking that talk. Another bang on there, man. Then you got 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? With C-Note, man. I love that song right there, man. That was always a banger for me, man. I remember back in the day I had bought a Camaro, had went to St. Louis and got it. And the only music I had in the CD player was, ironically, 8Ball and MJG and UGK. And I was bumping that song 3 in the morning, coming back from St. Louis, man. I just remember that. And like I say, man, this whole album, you know, the next track is Ride Dirty or whatever. But like I say, classic album, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of the best production. Pimp C and N.O. Joe, they did a lot of the production on this album. Like I say, a time capsule of that time in 1996, man. Uh, in my opinion, UGK, that's their best album, along with the self-entitled UGK album, the album that they dropped right before Pimp died. I feel like those are the two best in my opinion. But they UGK Riding Dirty, man. If you ain't never bumped that, man, you know what I'm saying? And you from the South, bro, you know what I'm saying? You in my era, bro, you must want outside, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, a classic album. One of the best albums ever, not just a Southern album. Like I say, when it come down from the verses, the game they was spitting, the range and the emotion, they go from dark to humor, you know what I'm saying? In and out through the album. Just a great album. And like I say, one of the best ever. But is it harder than 8Ball and MJG classic? Coming out hard. Coming out hard. Exactly what the title of the CD is. Coming out hard. When 8Ball and MJG came out with this album in 1993, they tore the doors down for Tennessee, for Memphis. In my opinion, they put Memphis on the map with Coming Out Hard. Like I say, man, one of the hardest songs ever, man. Anybody that was in them streets at that time, man, not even just in the streets, man, they was probably had a system in their car, just was from the culture, man. They were bumping 8Ball and MJG, especially for the South. 8Ball and MJG, they was laying down so much game in this album, whatever, rapping their tail off. I also did all the production on this album. One of the albums that put Tony Draper and Suave House on the map. One of the best ever, man. This album had like I think 9 tracks on there. And they come in with their pimps. You know what I'm saying? It takes a brother this hard from the start. You got to have hard to meet it, make it down, then rip apart. Man, bruh. If you ain't never rode on no Sunday in no old school, laid back, smoking you one, playing that 8-ball MJG, man, pimps, don't talk to me, man. You too young, man. You still got Similac on your breath, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about hard. The MJG just killed it. How you thinking that Pimpin' the Dead, you know it's a lie. Snap, man. I can't emulate the Pimp type. Then you got 9mm boys. Snapped on there with the Mission Impossible beat. They went in on their classic song, Hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about super hard. Then you got Mr. Big, man. One of the most iconic songs of my childhood, man. I can remember to this day, man, 1993. My mom was living in North Jackson, and they was having a car party, her and her friends. And I heard that Mr. Big, man. And that beat was just so seductive, man. So, you know what I'm saying? That doom, 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 doom. And 8-ball storytelling is underrated. A lot of people like to credit Notorious Big for being one of the best storytellers in hip-hop, but 8-ball told a story so vivid that you can picture it when he rapping his verses in Mr. Big, man. You know what I'm saying? From him being at McDonald's, being broke, him being robbed, him robbing the Columbians and getting in or whatever. I can see that when 8-ball rapping it, man. You know what I'm saying? He's such an artist, such a vivid painter with his pen. Then you got Eagles Like Us. There's the one track on that album that I'm not just crazy about. I feel like the only thing I don't like about that, the beat kind of sound outdated when I listen to it. That's the only song that I don't like. But then you got the next track. Coming out hard, oh I. 8-ball to come out hard with the gangster lean. Gold teeth for the women, they be jocking the cream. Man, that right there so hard. That sample of that Simply Red. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, bro. That song right there, that's gonna be one of the top songs off the album to me. That song right there. If we want to go with song that got the most soul in it off each album, I would have to go with Coming Out Hard, the single, versus probably Diamonds and Wood on the UGK side. And then you got the first episode. They talking that G talk on there. They talking that G talk on there. You know what I'm saying? And let me make a correction too. When I was talking about that 9mm boys, I had it wrong. The Mission Impossible beat was on Armed Robbery. The 9mm is when they first come in. Dum, 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 dum. Tight grip on the tick 9 when ball coming in snapping. That's actually the beat on there. But the last track on there is Armed Robbery. That's the one that had the Mission Impossible beat. And like I said, they went in on that, man. You know what I'm saying? 8-ball and MJG, from what I've been seeing in a lot of the videos that people debating, a lot of them siding with 8-ball and MJG. I know I was watching the video with Mr. Lucci from Dallas, and he was talking about how the 8-ball and MJG was such an influence. When I was watching the interview with Wicked from Gangsta Mafia and Young Dro, they was talking about how they felt like 8-ball and MJG's Coming Out Hard was jamming way harder than Riding Dirty. I judge both of the albums. First of all, that wasn't UGK's first album. UGK came out with before they came out with Super Type, they had an album. And 8Ball and MJG actually had an album before coming out hard. But I guess people want to say these are some of the crown jewels in the two different groups catalogs. But you can't necessarily say that because sitting on top of the world is jamming just as hard as Nine is coming out hard to me. And UGK has albums that are just as good, if not better, than Riding Dirty, like Dirty Money or Super Tight, or like I say, the UGK album they had. So I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Then they would that 8Ball and MJG, they album came out in '93. UGK album came out in '96. That's 3 year difference. So some of the lingo that 8Ball and MJG was using and some of the things that they were talking about wasn't necessarily going on in '96. So it's still the '90s, but different parts of the '90s. And all, man, two great albums, man. I can't pick, man. You know what I'm saying? On one day I might say Riding Dirty jamming harder. Another day I might say 8Ball and MJG jamming harder with those particular albums, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? And also get down in the comments and let me know some other albums that you want me to compare. And we just having fun. I'm fans of both artists. We not pitting the artists against one another. This is just a friendly debate that's going on YouTube. Like I said, I had to say this because I want everybody to know my channel is positive, and we just trying to entertain people. You know, there's so much nonsense going on right now in the world. And Silly Cell just want to entertain y'all, man. Anyway, man, this your boy Silly Cell with Juice City Legends. We checking out. Peace.